as it was in the summer, United chasing in for players like Anatovic, and very many others. This time round, they're having Olivier Giroud onto their ladder as an option to say to it that he feels those boots of Cristiano Ronaldo, the striker that really left Old Trafford on the 13th of November, and obviously it's coming to 2 months, and United have not come up with a solution. Very much shaming to the board of Manchester United that amongst all solutions that they're really looking at, Olivier Giroud is amongst those. Then we are going to talk about a player known as Yann Sommer, the goalkeeper, after the departure of a player called Dubravka at Manchester United. He has been returned to Newcastle, and now they're really looking in for a replacement of his, and that is Yann Sommer, a player who is just left with some month on his contract at Borussia Mönchengladbach down in Germany. So we're going to talk about Pellestri situation and what the manager of Manchester United thinks about the game we are playing tonight. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys, and where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rock and David. Smash the like button, comment and share, and if you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Smash the like button, comment and share. Obviously, this is United Matters channel, and Rock and David is my name. Now, today we had a story that really shook most of you, that Olivier Giroud is a player Manchester United have had on their ladder, but the striker is expecting a new contract offer from AC Milan. His deal expires at the end of the season, and Milan could offer him new terms which he would consider. That is Paul Joyce and Chad Dunker. And when you look at Charlotte Dunker, she's now a reporter for the Times, and I remember she was working for the Manchester Evening News, meaning that she at least has connections with Manchester United, and this is a huge shame on Manchester United. If at all they are considering players like Olivier Giroud to get them because they can get them cheap, this is very much shaming. It's very much shaming. When you look at Olivier Giroud, he's a striker who will come in and really score you goals, but he's not that prolific striker in a form of a number 9 that we'll need. And we look at Manchester United right now, we don't need a striker who is like Olivier Giroud, who cannot play with his back to goal. We need an all-inclusive striker. You get scoring goals and then playing with your back to goal, being 100% involved in the build-up play. You can even play at the center half. You can even play on the left, right, like you see Martial does it, and sometimes Rashford. That's the reason as why Ronaldo left this club, because Ten Hag found it unnecessary for him to play in his club, because he couldn't do that role. He couldn't, not for a second. And for that, United are really making a bad choice. If it's United in for this, it's really wrong, but there is no smoke without fire. I believe United had considered this, and AC Milan is having better results from Olivier Giroud. He's performing very well, scoring in goals for them. At the World Cup, looks like for France, he's someone else, but I don't see him a success at Manchester United. I don't see him as a success. He's 34 years of age. These are mistakes we've been making by Manchester United, making stopgap signings all along. Very, very ugly. Something that you wouldn't like your team to be making, game in, game out, season in, season out. We used to do them. We brought in Falcao Ramadao. That was a stopgap signing. It didn't work out. For Zlatan, it worked out for 1 season, and next season he flopped and really left for United States of America. We went in for Edson Cavani. We went in for Ronaldo. Those are 4 stopgap signings in a space of how many years? Space of like 5 years. So it shows you that is something that's not going to work for us. It's not something that is not work for us, and Erik ten Hag shouldn't sanction such things. And I believe for that, he will say, all right, you rather not get me a striker because he's not part of a striker that plays in a Ten Hag system. The Ten Hag system doesn't accommodate players like Olivier Giroud. Let this be put onto record. He is not welcome at Manchester United under Erik ten Hag. I believe, however much there is no money, we can collect some money and get in players like Marcus Thuram, I think for him and Memphis Depay, I'd rather go for Memphis Depay. I don't know the loan fee Atletico Madrid will request for Alvaro Morata, because that of João Felix is really ridiculous. Close to 20 million pounds is what they are really calling for. That is really so high. But I don't want to see the signing of Olivier Giroud, because he doesn't fit. He doesn't fit the profile of a player Ten Hag wants. You get? People will say that, but he wanted Anatovic. They are almost in the same age bracket. I believe Anatovic is a more different player than Olivier Giroud, but I also couldn't sanction a deal of Anatovic to Manchester United, because we need to really kill off this behavior and character that is developing at Manchester United, that we should go in for stopgap signings. Stopgap signings shouldn't be the reason now. We should be getting in strikers that Erik ten Hag is going to mentor and become one of the best in the world. That's why I was so much wanting Benjamin Sesko to come in at Manchester United. That was the reason. 18, 19 years of age, he's one of the best new things at the world market. He's the next Haaland, and everyone was really talking about him, but RB Leipzig went ahead to sign him in Germany. So we should look in for those strikers that are really gifted, young, who is going to learn from the manager, but are Premier League ready and Manchester United ready to fit the Erik ten Hag system. I believe in the network of Erik ten Hag. He can have loads and loads and loads of players in South America, in Africa. He has good scouts. I know there are very many other players we can bring in at Manchester United that can get this deal done, that can get the job done. I'd rather go in for loan of Abubakar, the Cameroonian player, other than going in for Olivier Giroud, because he is really a player that is not going to be here for the next years. Abubakar is like 28, 29 years of age. He can give you 1 or 2 seasons as we really find a solution to the striker. And in the summer, I really want to see us signing a striker that is really one of the best in the world, provided we qualify for the Champions League. And I know we are going to qualify for the Champions League. That puts us in a perfect position to go in and really get deals of Giroud off our ladder. Now, someone will come out and insinuate that, all right, get in Olivier Giroud, get in the summer, get him off, and then get the striker. Trust me, if you're talking about signing Olivier Giroud in January, they've told you that his deal is coming to an end, meaning that you're going to sign him permanently. This is not a loan deal for Olivier Giroud, you get? And I believe even Olivier Giroud, if at all he has some brains in him, no reason for him to return to the Premier League, because I think he knows he's not welcome. He played for Arsenal. He played for Chelsea. Now I believe it's time for him. He really left thoughts of return to the Premier League at the back of his head. I don't want to see him at Manchester United. He's not welcome. I think we'd rather stay when we don't have any striker other than bring in Olivier Giroud. Reason being, I don't see why we are going to do such a deal. Now, after that, we know that Martin Dubravka, the second choice goalkeeper of Manchester United, left and returned to Newcastle after a recall. Now United look like they left with 3 goalkeepers. David De Gea, first choice. Tom Heaton now looks like the second choice goalkeeper. And is it Bishop? 3 goalkeepers. But we've been told by Alex Crook, who works on TalkSport, that Manchester United are ready to bring forward their move for Yann Sommer after being left short-handed by Martin Dubravka's return. They are hoping to persuade Borussia Mönchengladbach to allow him to leave for a knockdown fee. Obviously, I know Yann Sommer was one of those goalkeepers that United has always been interested in. He's a proper shot stopper, proper sweeper, and he can really do some good ball distribution with his feet, meaning that he qualifies to become the Erik ten Hag manager. So, as things stand for the club known as Manchester United, I believe a goalkeeper is not primarily the target they are looking for. First and foremost, if you're to get him, because he's left with some months to end his contract that is ending in the June of 2023, that means you have to pay some money. I don't believe that United are willing to spend any money right now on any player apart from a striker. That's why I see the deal of Marcus Thuram being possible and Memphis Depay. They are getting them on a permanent, meaning that they're going to be having two strikers, Martial and Thomas and Marcus Thuram, all Memphis Depay. Then in the summer, they'll go in for a striker of like 6 or 70 million pounds, meaning that the number of Ten Hag would have really come to what he wants, because Ten Hag wants 3 strikers at his club. That's what he wants. Even when Ronaldo was here, he was calling for one more, but they couldn't deliver that one more striker at the club of Manchester United. So Yann Sommer is a very good goalkeeper. I like him. He's a goalkeeper who plays for Switzerland, the national team. I think you saw him in the World Cup. He's a good shot stopper, and I believe he can really turn around or make a very huge turnaround at that club. And I think can compete with David De Gea directly, but is he willing to come up and really act as a second choice goalkeeper and fight for his position at Manchester United? That is the big reason. And you never know, he might be having that thought of coming at the club and play for one of the top clubs in the world. And with United in the rise, that means winning trophies, and he might want to come and say, all right, even if I'm not going to be the first choice goalkeeper, but I'm going to be among the players that are really going to be in the historic team that got United back to the top. Maybe. You never know what's going to happen. At the age of 30, he can be the second choice goalkeeper for very many years because he has the quality. He's really a very good player and good goalkeeper. And you never know, he might even push David De Gea more to become a more better goalkeeper, or even displace him from the starting position of the goalkeeper of Manchester United, and obviously start to be the one in between the sticks of the goal of Manchester United. So you never know what's going to happen. But when we talk about Borussia Mönchengladbach, it's the same team that has Marcus Thuram. Will they allow the raid of United of 2 players from their team? That's it. That's it. But I believe where there is money, you know, anything can happen, because they are going to lose these players on a free in the summer. If they don't sell them in January, they're going to lose them on a free in the summer. So let's wait and see what's going to pan out from a deal of Yann Sommer. But United are really interested in signing the 30-year-old goalkeeper from the Bundesliga. Now let's talk a little bit of Pellestri. I've heard this story from Samuel Lucas, and I'm asking myself, why are we really trying to really contradict ourselves? They are telling us that United could allow Facundo Pellestri yet to make his debut more than 2 years on from signing to leave on loan, but with Sancho still training separately, United are light in attacks as they attempt to sign a striker. Now, Pellestri is not a striker. Pellestri is not a striker, and they've been giving us the same reason of not letting Anthony Elanga go on loan. I 100% believe Elanga should be let go on loan. Facundo Pellestri is not a player that the manager trusts. He should really let him go on loan or sell him. You get? We are wasting time with these players. The debut, I know they're talking about, I think it can be against Charlton, but I don't see Erik ten Hag taking any risks on that trophy, because I know he wants to win a trophy in his first season at Manchester United, because he knows that will buy him time at the club. Obviously, look at Mikel Arteta. The reason as to why he's still at Arsenal after having the first full season very much bad, it's because he won Arsenal 2 trophies in his first 6 months. He won the FA Cup and won the Community Shield. That bought him time at Manchester United. And with the club, in a situation that you're going to get new buyers, you need to win something and present something. So I believe in the game against Charlton next week, I think next midweek, I think he's not going to go in for the Pellestri. He's going to go in for the first starting 11 that might really get him the results, and then maybe Pellestri will come off the bench. But his full year before United is still underway, but I think a loan is really the best for the guy. For Sancho, training separately, I believe by the end of this week, Sancho is going to be available. I 100% believe that. He's going to be available. His return indicates that he is just a week away from rejoining the full squad of United to train with them at Carrington. And then trying to sign an attacker, think you should let Anthony Elanga go. Let him go on loan and play some games. You get? Because we shouldn't act like a team that is killing the future of these lads. Let them go on loan. Facundo Pellestri and Anthony Elanga, let them go on loan. Let them go on loan, because we are just stopping their career at that age, as Brandon Williams told you, that a player just wants to be playing football. Now, Ten Hag is going to hate to say the following against Bournemouth. They can surprise us, and we have to be ready for that. They have a good squad. They can score goals. If you are not ready for a game, then you always have problems, but definitely against Bournemouth. So, he knows that they can surprise us, but I believe we are winning this game tonight. Come rain, come sunshine, I know this game is in our hands. That's it. No shocker today. With the rhythm we've created, we can go ahead and really win our 7th game in a row. So, let's see this happen. Let's be there. Going to come here with the confirmed team news. I think like 2 hours from now, the news is going to be out. Then we'll be dissecting what and how we expect the team to play in this game of Bournemouth. So guys, thank you very much for watching in through. Tell me what you think about Giroud to United interest. Then Yann Sommer update, the 30-year-old goalkeeper for Borussia Mönchengladbach playing in Germany. United keeping tabs on him. And lastly, what do you think about Facundo Pellestri? Should United let him go on loan or keep him? And Anthony Elanga, do you think he should be loaned or not? Obviously, your prediction is also welcome in the comment section below of United versus Bournemouth. I believe you're beating them 4-0 today at Old Trafford. It has to be a goal galore. We have to use this chance to see to it that we get in goals and increase on our goal difference, because you're only having 4 goals, scored 24 and only conceded 20. Very, very, very bad. We need to go on and score goals to increase on our goal difference, because you never know at the end of the season, a goal difference might be a matter of point to consider when they are really giving us a position in the 4 positions of the Premier League. Thank you, but remember, we have a chance. If we win today, we are going to sleep 3rd, because I see Newcastle beating Arsenal. I see Arsenal thumping Newcastle today, and if at all Newcastle is thumped and we win, obviously it's going to be written all over the book or all over the world that United is now 3rd on the Premier League table. And remember, Newcastle has played 1 more game than us. That means if at all we win our game in hand, we will be 4 points ahead of Newcastle. That is a very huge story. And thank you guys for watching in through. Smash the like button, comment and share, and don't forget to subscribe. And lastly, onto that, to add more beef to that of Newcastle, Man City is playing Chelsea on Thursday. You know that very well. If they draw with Chelsea, we will be how many points? They will be in our reach, and we can easily clinch the 2nd position in the Premier League if at all we beat them and they draw or lose to Chelsea, because they're having 36 points, we're having 32 points. If they draw tomorrow and us win, they'll be just 1 point ahead of Manchester United. And if we beat them at Old Trafford on the 14th, up there in the 2nd place. So lots of things can happen today, and let's wait and see how this week is going to go on and unfold. I sign out for now. See you later. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. Me out.